The rain beat mercilessly against the windshield as I parked my car in the nearly empty Walmart parking lot. It was one of those cold, dreary nights where the darkness seemed to devour every sound and cast eerie shadows across the pavement. I shivered, not just from the cold, but from the unsettling feeling that something was amiss. My mission was simple: grab a few essentials and be out before the storm unleashed its full fury. My footsteps echoed through the vast, dimly lit store as I pushed a squeaky shopping cart down the barren aisles. Flickering fluorescent lights danced along the shelves, casting eerie silhouettes that seemed to whisper secrets to anyone who would listen. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the faint hum of the overhead lights. Shivering, I pulled my jacket tighter around me as a chill crept up my spine. I quickened my pace, the echo of my footsteps growing louder. But the store remained devoid of any other shoppers. My list guided me through the labyrinthine aisles, each corner revealing another realm of forgotten products. As I reached for a box of cereal, a distant sound caught my attention, a soft, muffled whimper that seemed to echo from the shadows. My heart skipped a beat as I strained to hear, but the store's oppressive silence seemed to swallow the sound whole. Shaking off the unease, I continued down the aisle. The flickering lights seemed to play tricks on my mind, casting strange movements from the corner of my eye. I glanced over my shoulder, half expecting to find someone or something lurking just out of sight. My breath hitched, but the aisle remained empty. With a sigh of relief, I turned my attention back to my shopping, only to find the cereal I had been reaching for was now at my feet. My heart raced as I scanned the aisle, trying to make sense of what had just happened. My mind raced, conjuring up explanations, a draft, my own clumsiness, anything but what I feared most. I crouched down to retrieve the fallen box, my hand trembling as I grasped it. That's when I felt it. A faint, cold breeze that seemed to crawl up from the floor. I looked around, my pulse quickening, as the realization dawned on me that I was no longer alone in the aisle. The shadows seemed to twist and contort, forming a silhouette that sent chills down my spine. I stumbled back, my cart crashing into a display of canned goods, sending them clattering to the ground. The figure before me was indistinct, its form shifting and wavering like smoke. Fear gripped me, a primal instinct that urged me to run, to escape whatever malevolent force had invaded this place. But my legs felt like lead, and every instinct screamed at me to avoid turning my back on the figure. It began to move, a slow and deliberate advance that defied the laws of physics. Panic welled within me, and I finally found my voice, a weak shout that echoed through the empty store. "Who's there?" The figure remained silent, its unnatural movement bringing it closer. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat a desperate plea for salvation. I pushed the cart between us, my mind racing for a way out, a way to escape the nightmare that had swallowed me whole. And then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the figure dissipated, the shadows returning to their lifeless dance along the walls. I stumbled back, my breath ragged, as the oppressive silence once again settled over the store. With a newfound determination, I abandoned my cart and sprinted toward the exit. Rain pelted against the glass doors as I burst outside, gasping for air as if I had been submerged underwater. I stumbled to my car, fumbling with the keys as I fumbled to unlock the door. As the engine roared to life, I glanced back at the store, half expecting the figure to reappear in the entrance. But the doors remained closed, the store now nothing more than a hulking mass of darkness against the stormy night. I peeled out of the parking lot, the rain now a mere backdrop to the cacophony of my racing thoughts. As I drove away, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had stumbled into something beyond my understanding, something ancient, malevolent, and hungry for more than just my shopping list. The memory of those shifting shadows haunted me, a reminder that even the most mundane places can become a realm of terror when the veil between worlds grows thin.